Welcome back to EdWise, Education, Literacy, and Life, and I am Dr. K. Childs coming back to you again in the middle of summer. I hate to say it, it's the middle of summer, and my motto has been Education, Literacy, and Life, and I have been doing all three of those things. Life has been getting in the way, but I'm continuing to bring you all some fresh content, and I've got some good stuff for you today. Today I'm going to share with you my 7th video in the series, Classrooms Are Built in the Summer. This Classrooms Are Built in the Summer is going to lead somewhere, and we'll find out about that a little bit later, but I'm going to go ahead and just jump right into the content. So first, this video is going to start off with my teacher tip. It's related to Classrooms Are Built in the Summer, and this particular tip is related to interaction with parents. So it says, again, go to Dr. K. Childs, DoctorKchilds on Instagram, and you'll be able to read as much as you can, and you'll be able to see all the content and information about my 2 cents tips, as well as anything else related to what's going on with my education, literacy, and life. So here we go. It says, don't wait until open house or meet the teacher night to plan how you will provide outreach to support your students' parents or guardians. Parent involvement in learning communities. So I'm going to say to you all, I'm not the perfect teacher. I never won Teacher of the Year or anything like that, but I did have some great mentorship and some great opportunities to become an effective teacher. One thing that I wish I would have had more help with, even as a pre-service teacher and not even in the classroom yet, is working with parents, learning how to reach out and work with parents. A lot of us are guilty of only, I'll say it as well, I've done this as well, not even getting a chance to interact with the parents as much as you like because of the demands of the job. Often just being able to speak to the parents when either there's an issue or there's a need for help or for them to study. But since it's summertime, rather than waiting, if you've waited to the school year to decide what you're going to do to reach out to parents, it's too late. Start working on that now. Come up with a plan. Come up with maybe some focuses for each 9 weeks or semester. Depends on however it is, wherever you are working in or what setting you're working in. But come up with some goals for each semester that you will accomplish in working with your parents and working to bridge that gap between yourselves and parents. I said we often don't plan events until we're asked to. A lot of times principals require us to hold parent conferences. I know in Texas, at least in the district I was in, it's not necessarily required, but I had a great administrator. She required us at least once a semester to have a face-to-face or, as technology became greater, a phone or some type of FaceTime or platform where we could talk with parents. I will be honest, one thing that I would do, my parents, a lot of them did not speak English, so I had to also send out material and also get material translated. So you have to be ahead of the game when you're trying to reach out to parents who speak other languages. Please don't think if you have parents who speak other languages that don't come to the school that they're not interested. Usually that's not the case. They don't really know how to interact with the school and how things work with our educational system. Luckily, I had parents, if they got a note and they didn't understand, they would come right up to the school and say, try to ask what's going on. But that's not always the case. So you need to be planning ahead on how you'll reach out to all of your parents. Make a plan. Provide maybe some, not only for yourself in these goals, provide a listing to your parents of some goals that you have for the classroom. Get that ready during the summer because, again, you don't have time during the school year to plan events or to even plan out goals. So that is just something that's been on my heart. parent interaction, parents knowing what's going on. A lot of times in underserved communities and underprivileged communities, parents have had a bad experience with school, and they are not trusting of the schools or the teachers and the system as a whole. So we have to do what we can to provide outreach opportunities to build that trust among our parents. And again, waiting until the school year is not an option. So that is my 2 cents for today. I want to close this video by giving a shout out to a couple of people. There's 2 groups of people. One, my math students at Kansas State. I am your teacher assistant. I hope that some of you all are watching these videos and learning, because in just a little under a year, you will be in the classroom and you'll be having to apply a lot of these concepts that I'm sharing. Also, I want to give a shout out to those of you who have sent any encouragement to me over the last few months, but in particularly the last month or so. It's been a really tough month for me. Many of you all might know I am in the pursuit of a faculty position, and for whatever reason, I have not found that home yet. It has been a frustrating journey. I can't go into all the details, but let's just say I've had several interviews, which I'm blessed to say that I've had several interviews, but for whatever reason, I've even made it to some final rounds of interviews and not gotten the call back to be placed on that university campus. I know that it's all in God's timing, and I know that the right place and the right opportunity will come when it's supposed to. But several of you at the times where I just wanted to just say, you know what, maybe this is not for me. Many of you have sent messages to me, not even knowing what I was going through. So I really, really appreciate one of my students, Miss Conway. You sent me a message that was very, very sweet, and basically, told me you're watching me. So I have to keep going for you. I also have one of my Twitter followers who I met at one of my presentations that I did for TEL, and several of you that are affiliated with TEL that have been so encouraging. So I just want to thank you all for that encouragement. I know that there's nothing wrong with me. I know that I'm a rarity in higher education, in colleges of education. If you all want to take a look at the numbers, people in my shoes, a person of color, a Black person of color in the role that I am seeking as an assistant professor position, there's only about 4% of us as a whole in the entire country, and that includes HBCUs. So, it's a struggle. I've been seeing a lot of posts about it's really sad that we have to see so many firsts for people of color still in 2018, but I will be the first in my family, and have been the first, to work in higher ed and to continue on this journey that I'm on. So again, thank you all for the encouragement. That is just a brief update. I'm going to keep pushing. In the meantime, I'm going to continue to give you fresh content. I'm going to continue to work with my master students at Kansas State, and encouraging you all. You all have been a blessing, and it's been exciting to watch you grow. Just over, y'all, they've already done 3 courses since May in order to become a teacher. So I'm going to go ahead and close out this video. I'd like for you to remember to teach, lead, and serve. And I also would like for you to make sure you subscribe to this channel. Make sure that you click on the bell that's in your, I believe, your top right corner on YouTube, so that you can get a notification when I post new videos. All right. I want everyone to enjoy this midsummer journey because we're going to be back to the grind soon. And I would like for you all to have a good day and stay tuned. My last video is coming up, and the Classrooms Are Built in the Summer series. Bye-bye. Thank you for following EdWise, Education, Literacy, and Life. Be sure to follow me on all social media platforms. I appreciate your support. Thank you for watching.